Hey, how's it going, everyone? So my name's Eric Moses. I'd just like to take a few minutes of your time today to talk about my career. So I'm in the Air Force. I've been in the Air Force for over 14 years now, and some aspects of my career have been incredible. So I'd like to talk about kind of some of the reasons that I joined my job, why I grew to love it, and then some purpose that I found in my career. And it's kind of funny because I still think to myself, like, I wonder what I want to do when I grow up. I've just decided that I'll do the Air Force thing for the time being. So why did I join? That's a good question. So when I was 17, I graduated high school. I immediately moved out of my parents' house, and I was on my own. I had a full-time job, figured out an apartment with a roommate. I was doing my thing. And what I noticed is the people around me started getting involved with some drug use and stuff like that. And I knew it wasn't the path for me. Wasn't sure what to do. I was looking for an escape. So my brother, he had joined the Army in 1998, 1999, and he was my hero. So leading up to the point where I joined in 2009, he'd been overseas, he'd seen a lot of stuff, and he saw where I was going with my life, and it was very similar to his. So he encouraged me to join the Air Force. Next thing I know, I'm at a recruiter's office, and see you later. I'm on an airplane on my way to Texas for boot camp. So I go through boot camp, I go through tech school, I wind up at my first duty station in North Carolina. So it was at Seymour Johnson Air Force Base in Goldsboro, North Carolina. The 4th Fighter Wing is the largest F-15E squadron in the world. They have 96 assigned combat aircraft. It's incredible, the things that go on. But aside from the airplanes, I thought, this is insane. There's a bunch of people, 20-year-olds, working on $54 million machines, and I mean, there's still adults around, but I thought it was incredible, and learned a lot of hard work. I learned work ethic and discipline. So in my job as a crew chief, I'm a mechanic. One of the highest honors, I guess you'd say, is becoming a dedicated crew chief. So a dedicated crew chief is somebody that's assigned to one specific aircraft. Once you earn the title, you have your name on the side of the airplane. Anything that's going on with that, doesn't matter what it is, you have an answer for it and you have a plan for it. And so it's a high honor, and it takes a lot of work to get there. So I found an article, and I'll read you the quote from Misawa Air Base in Japan. So it says, once these individuals prove they have superior work performance, initiative, professionalism, and keen knowledge of the job, they'll be recognized as dedicated crew chiefs. So I worked towards that, I accomplished it, and it's still one of the proudest things I've ever done. So moving on, I got out for a little bit. I got out of the Air Force. I was working in the civilian sector. I was still a member of the Air National Guard, still doing the crew chief thing. And one thing that I didn't find on the outside was I felt like I didn't have purpose. So I felt like I was lacking the family and the camaraderie that I found while I was in the service. So I decided to go back and pursue a full-time job. So I knew that the Air Force gave me purpose. I wanted to reinforce that family unit that we all can attest to. So I wanted to be able to go back, support people's goals. I wanted to be the best supervisor that anybody had ever had. My purpose was I wanted people to understand that they were more important than the hardware and the jets themselves, and that kind of takes care of the mission. And in a Harvard article that I've read on here, it says, it may involve changing the way you view your work or investing in more meaningful, positive relationships. And that's kind of how you define purpose in your job. So that's how I found mine. So, from being clueless, joining the military, from learning an awesome job to finding purpose in the military, that's my story, my career, and I look forward to the years to come with it. So I just want to leave it with, I appreciate you taking the time to listen to this. I know I've gone over my time limit by a couple seconds. It's tough to fit into 4 minutes, but I appreciate you guys listening, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.